sequential order. That's an arithmetic sequence, okay? So, first thing. Okay, so we're talking about an arithmetic sequence, right? Okay, how many numbers are between 25 and 175? No. 151. Remember, you have to subtract and add 1 to include the overlap, right? To be inclusive. So there's 151 numbers, okay? The sum formula is, let me pick a different color. N over 2 U1 plus UN, right? Okay. Okay. It is N over 2 U1 plus UN. It is on your formula sheet. It is a formula that we've used time and time again. Yes? Okay. So, it is 151 terms. Okay? 151 over 2. The first term is 25. The last term is 175. Yes? Okay? What do we get? 15,000. 15,000, say it again. 15,100. No zeros, nothing, right? Okay, great. Everyone okay? Did that answer the question? No, what did that give me? That gave me all the sums, right? So now I need to get rid of the multiples of 4. How might I get rid of the multiples of 4? I find the sum of all the multiples of 4 and I subtract it, right? Okay. That's one way. You can write down all the multiples, right? Okay, what's another way? Okay, guys, when I'm looking for terms, what formula do I do? This is the thinking. We did a review. Remember, you got to determine the pattern. You got to determine, am I talking about terms? Am I talking about sum? Right now, I need to be able to find those terms that are multiples of 4. Yes? Okay. So what formula helps me find a term? U of n equals U sub 1 plus n minus 1 d, right? Okay. So let's make it a little bit easier. What is the first number after 25 or including 25 that is a multiple of 4? 28. 28 is the first number. Great. 28. Okay? What would the next number be? 32. And how do I find it? You keep adding 4, right? So this would be plus 4, right? Yeah? Okay. So I need to find the last term. What's the last multiple of 4? What's the multiple of 4 closest to 175? Let's work backwards. 174. Is that 172? Ladies, how did you figure out it was 172? Divided by 172. Okay. So my U of n is 172, right? And we have 28, and we need to know how many terms. So n minus 1 times 4, yes? Okay. Okay, can someone repeat what I said about where 172 came from? We start with the last term. We start with 175. We work backwards till we get to a multiple of 4, because that tells us the last multiple of 4. Using that formula, How many terms are multiples of 4? Use the formula, guys. Don't stare at it. Use the formula. Okay, let's look. 172 equals 28 plus 4n minus 4. So 172 minus 24, 8, 148 equals 4n. N goes into 14 3 times, and 37. So there are 37 numbers that are a multiple of 4. Yes? Okay. Actually, we didn't need to know that there were. Yes, we do. Okay, so what am I going to do now? Yes. What am I going to subtract? Okay. Here, okay, so really what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this formula again. How many numbers do I have? 37 numbers that are multiples of 4, yes? So I'm going to do the sum formula all over again, okay? And the first term was 28 plus 172, yes? Okay, and what do we get? Somebody just called something out. 3,700. 3,700. So how do I figure out the total of all the numbers between 25 and 175 that aren't multiples of 4? Subtract them and I get 1,000, 11,400, 11,400. Cool? Okay? All right, if we have time at the end, I'll go through a smaller set of numbers so you can see that again. So you simply find the sum for the whole group, and then you find the sum for the group that you want to exclude. Now, to find the first term, I started with the smallest number and went number by number until the number was divisible by 4. To find the biggest term, I started with the last number and divided by 4 until I got a number divisible by 4. Yes? Okay? All right, what is your specific question? Okay? If it was multiple of 7, you would do the same thing. Yes? Okay, so let me state that again. All right, I'm going to take a pause. All right, to find the sum, you must have the first term and the last term, and you need to know how many terms there are. Okay? So it is a bit of a lengthy problem, but that one problem tests all the skills of arithmetics. So you can do 5 skills with one problem instead of having 5 separate problems. That would take you a lot longer. Okay? Are we good? All right. So I'm going to go through the review. If I have a chance, I'm going to go back over one of the questions from the geometric boot camp. If I can't get to it, I will record it, and you guys can watch the video later for the one off the boot camp. Okay. All right. All right, so this should be the first question on your review, and I hope everyone got and understood this one. You're going to have to get it at the end of class because I didn't bring them. Okay, so in an arithmetic sequence, the 6th term is -5 and the 9th term is -20. Stop. Don't read all the way through. Read the first sentence. Okay, so I've given you terms, and I've told you it's arithmetic. So what formula would I use? UN equals U1 plus N minus 1D. Okay? What is this? This. What variable is this 6 in this formula? N. Great. Okay? What does -5 represent? UN. What am I missing? U1 and D. Can I get that from this one piece of information? No. Can I get it from the two pieces of information? Yes. How can I get it from two pieces of information? Arithmetic relates to what type of function? Linear. And I need to find my slope. Okay? So think of this as the ordered pair 6, comma, negative 5 and the ordered pair 9, negative 20. What would the slope be? Help me find the slope. Negative 20 minus negative 5 over 9 minus 6. So negative 15 over 3, which is negative 5. Do I have just one missing piece? Yes, so I can solve for that one missing piece. How many of you already solved for that one missing piece? And can tell me what it is? It is negative 20. Okay, let's see. This becomes 5 times negative 5. Positive 5 times, which is negative 25, which I'm going to add. So u sub 1 is 20. Now, somebody else they figured out the pattern and then they counted backwards to the first position. Is that wrong? No, it's not wrong. It's another way to do it. It just takes a little bit longer. They realized that you're supposed to, when you move forward, you subtract 5. So when you move backwards, you add 5. So they kept adding and they got u sub 1 is 20. Now, let's read the final question. Find s of 20. Have I done that? No. Okay? S. What does S stand for? Sum. We just stated, what items do I need to find the sum? There's 3 things I need. I need the first term, I need the last term, and I need the number of terms. Cool? Right now I only have the first term, right? How can I use this 20 to find the last term? Yes. I can use this UN formula. Okay, so let me erase and let's do that. Sorry, the eraser's a little slow. Okay, so we don't know the total, so we're going to, or the missing term. We do know the first term is 20. We know we are looking for the 20th term, which is bad. I wish this had been a different number, but. And we know the pattern is times negative 5. Yes? Okay, so 20 plus 19 times a negative 5 is negative 95. 20 plus negative 95 is negative 75. Okay, so do I know how many total number of terms I want to find the sum of? How do I know it? It's right there. It's right below the S. So I know I'm looking for 20 terms. So 20 over 2. Do I know the first term? What is it? 20. What's the last term? Plus negative 75. So what's 20 divided by 2? Times negative 55 for a total of negative 550. It is about reading symbols and plugging into a formula. If you can read symbols and plug into a formula, you should get a perfect. At the bare minimum, you should get partial credit. I should never, ever see anything blank. I should see the formula. I should see you plugging in and getting where you can. Got it? Yes. Awesome. Let's move to the next question. Okay, write down the first 5 terms for the recursive sequence. It didn't tell you if it was arithmetic or geometric, okay? We talked about this right here. What does this mean? Previous term. If you don't know, jot it down. Previous. Okay, what is the previous term? Negative 1. I do this. You don't have to do this. But I'm doing this so that I know that it wants me the first 5 terms, okay? So negative 4, okay? Now, I'm going to replace this u sub n minus 1 with negative 4. What's negative 2 times negative 4? 8 plus 3 is 11. Great. Everyone was fine with that, yes? How did I get that? This means previous term. This tells me I'm starting at -4. So my start is -4. It also is my previous term. So -2 times -4 is +8 plus 3. This is now my previous term. Yes? So -2 times 11 plus 3, -18. Yes? 19? Yes, you're right. Sorry. Sorry. All right. What's -2 times -19? It is 38 plus 3 is 41. Okay? What is -2 times 41 is -82 plus 3 is -79. Are we okay with that? That was a nice simple one. Again, it was really testing if you knew that symbol. Okay? All right. All right. You make sure that you know that this means previous. Okay. All right, 3 consecutive terms. A couple days ago, I went over testing patterns. We always do the second minus the first and the third minus the second to test if it's arithmetic. And what do we do if it's geometric? We do second divided by first and third divided by second. And they better be equal, the same. Beautiful. So I did the second term over the first term. Yes? What's the third term? X plus 2 over 6. So 1, 2, 3. Second over first, third over second. Now I can do what? Fraction equals fractions. I can, what you always want to do. Cross multiply. Whoop, whoop. So this gets me 36 equals now. What do I have to do here? Binomial times binomial. FOIL. Beautiful. So when I share, I get x squared minus 1x minus 6. Okay? I forgot to do FOIL the other day. I'm going to be honest with you. And I'm like, wait, the problem's not working out. And it's because I forgot to do FOIL. So I did x times x, then I did x times 2 and got 2x, then I did -3 times x, got -3x, and -3 times 2 is -6, okay? And -3 plus 2 gave me the -1x, okay? If you don't remember FOIL, I do have videos on FOIL, okay? Now, whenever you see an x squared, you cannot solve it unless it equals 0. Okay, so this really becomes x squared minus 1x minus 42. There are 3 ways to, equals 0. There are 3 ways to solve it. Name one way. Quadratic formula. Factoring. And if you have a graphing, you could do completing the square. So there's actually 4 ways. And the other way is to go ahead and put it in your graphing calculator and look for where it hits the x-axis because those are your zeros, your solutions, yes? Okay, so let me ask you a riddle. I teach factoring using riddles. What are 2 numbers that multiply to 42 that are 1 apart? 7 and 6, great. So, I have x, I have 7, I have x, I have 6. I want a -1. -7, +6. These are factors. As a solution, it is x equals 7 or -6. Do I need to get rid of either solution? No, I do not need to get rid of either solution because it is not dealing with time or something where negatives can't be. We're talking about patterns, and it's perfectly acceptable to have a negative number as a pattern. Are we good? Okay? So x could be 7 or -6. The trick to this is when you're testing, it's second over first has to equal third over second. Okay? And then if it's arithmetic, second minus first better equal third minus second. Cool? Yeah? All right. Okay. A tank contains 55 liters of water. Water flows out at a rate of 7% per minute. So flows out. Is that a win or a lose? Lose. Okay? If you get 100% on a test and I now say you've lost 7%, what score are you going to get on that test? 93%. Okay? So, we have 55, right? And we have 93 over 100. You could have done this the other way that we've been using, which is the 1 minus the 7 over 100, but I just went ahead and did the math. Okay? 100 minus 7% is 93. Okay? To the x. So there's my equation, yes? Okay, so now how do I answer how much is 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute? I plug in 1, I plug in 2, I plug in 3. So I simplified it even further, and I just 55.93, and I kept replacing my x. So who's got a calculator that can help me out? After 1 second, how much is there? 1 minute, sorry. How much is left? Nobody's going to help me? You're going to leave me hanging? Did that make sense, the equation? Did it make sense to you? Okay, so if it lost 16%, 100 minus 16. If it gained 7%, that would have been 107. Yes? Okay. And because it's percent, percent means per 100, so over 100. Okay? Yes, what do you got? It is geometric. Percent always goes with geometric. Why is it? I'm sorry, yeah. Well, no, this is 1 minus. Oh, n minus 1, yeah. You can just use x, you're fine. Okay, so, yeah. Because we already took care of the difference, yes. Okay, so what do we get? What's 55 times 0.93 to the first power? 51.15. Replace the 1 with the 2. What do we get? You should just have to change the exponent. Shouldn't have to retype the whole thing. What do we get? 47.56 and 3? 44.23. And the final question is after 10 minutes. After 10 minutes. Can you say it again? 26.60 or 16? 6.2. Sorry, I couldn't hear. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's reflected. Yeah? All right. Are we cool? Are we good? Yes? Maybe so? Okay? Does everyone understand that if it's a gain, you add it? If it's a loss, you subtract it? Because divide by 100 makes it 0.93, not 9.3. So think of it. Percent has to do with pennies, so it's out of 100, so you have to move it twice. You move the decimal 2 spaces. Okay? All right, cool. We're doing good. We're good on time. Let's go to the next one. All right, the next one. For your bank. Oh, these are the easy ones. Yes, everyone should have gotten this one. Yes. What kind of sequence is it? Geometric, and 10 was 26.62. All right, it was a geometric sequence, guys. All right, so what does this represent? What does this represent? That's our previous value? Okay. So at the end of the loan, he will have paid a total, good catch on that one, he will have paid $22,960. Okay? The car started at $20,987, and I'm paying 1 plus R over 1,200. How did you guys get 1,200? Monthly. Monthly is 12. Great. And then I'm going to do 12 times 4 years, right? So 48. Good? Okay. So This is, I walked around the other day and I said, chip away, chip away. So the first number I see is this one. How do I chip it away? Divide. So take out your calculators and divide. Okay, what do we get? 1.09. Now, don't hit clear on your calculator. Leave it. Leave the 1.09, blah, 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 whatever it is. Okay? Don't clear it. Okay, so now, can I get rid of the 1, the 1200, or the 48? The 48. Who remembers how to get rid of a power? Yes. Caret? Yeah, 1 over 48. I have to do 1 divided by 48. I have to do the reciprocal of the power. Because the reciprocal of a power is a root. Yes, so I need to do the root. Okay, and what did I get when I multiply those two numbers together? I get some big, long, crazy number, too. 1.002, yada, yada, yada. Keep it in your calculator. Don't delete it. Now what do I need to chip away? I got rid of this guy. Subtract 1. Now I have 0.002, yada, 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 yeah? And I'm going to do what in the final step? Multiply by 1200, and what is the rate? 2.4%. That's actually a pretty good car loan rate. I got to tell you. Just went through that. That's a good rate. Yes, ma'am.
Because I was getting somewhere and then.
You have to, okay, so guys, be careful. The 1 is not with the R. The 1 is its own independent, so you had to subtract the 1. That's the only glitch you made, okay? If you did that on the real test, you get the majority of the points. So if it was a 5-point question, I would probably give you 4 out of 5. Cool? Because you showed all your work, and I can see that you understood the concept, okay? Are we good with this? Can I keep moving? All right. Okay, so, sorry, they weren't up there, so I'm going to steal yours. Okay, binomial expansion. 3x minus y to the 6. Excuse me, when I want to expand, what's the first thing I write on my paper? What do I have to do? I have to do 6C0, 6C1, 6C2, and what do I get? 1, 6, 15, 20, 15, 6, and 1. Then what do I come back and do? Ask it. Don't just whisper to each other. Ask. You have to do, remember, you have to do from 0 to the number. So the power was 6. So 6, 0, 6, 1, 6, 2, 6. You do it until the right and the left of the C match. And you always start with 0. Okay? All right, so now I'm going to do 3x to the 6, 3x to the 5, 3x to the 4, 3x to the 3, 3x to the 2, 3x to the 1, and then I'm going to come back the other way. How do you remember what? So you do 6C0, 6C1, 6C, whatever the power is. Power C0 to power. Okay. So then I have negative 1y to the 6. Negative 1y to the 5th. Negative 1y to the 4th. Negative 1y to the 3rd. Negative 1y to the 2nd. Negative 1y to the 1st. Okay? Now all I have to do is basic math. What is 3 to the 6th power? 729 x to the 6th. Okay? That one's done. What is 3 to the 5th? 243 times 6. Times a negative 1.
Negative 1,000.
456? 58. Okay? X to the 5th. And really, guys, the negative doesn't matter. All that matters is there's a subtraction is that these signs do what? They alternate. Okay? So the next one's going to be a plus. Okay, 3 to the 4th is 81 times 15. 81 times 15. 1,200. 1,215. X to the 4th. Sorry, I'll rewrite that. 1215. Okay, what is 3 to the 3rd is 27 times 20 is 540 minus 540 x to the 3rd. Okay, 3 squared is 9. 9 times 15. 9 times 15. 100. Okay, so plus 135x squared. Sorry, I'm going off the board here. And now I'm here. So now I have 6 times 3 is 18. Oh, and I forgot my y's, guys. Sorry. So this is y. This is y2. This is y3. This is y4. And let me come back over here. So then I have, the last one was positive. So now I have negative 18. X, y to the 5th, and the final answer is plus y to the 6th. That big long thing is your answer. Okay, the next one, the next two are very important. Okay, whew, I have time and then I can do that tricky one. There's a tricky problem that I don't remember if it's on your test or not, but I want to go over it.
So you don't keep the negative y,
You alternate. So negative, positive if there's subtraction. Okay? And I don't mind if you memorize that. Okay. All right. So the next problem, which was not put up, so let me steal somebody's paper. Oh, it was. It was just skipped a screen. Sorry. Okay. All right. So, whoops. Okay. All right. Sorry. There was just a blank in the middle that I missed. Okay. So, I'm going to teach you guys what I think is the easiest way to do this. Do you guys want negative powers or no? I think some teachers did negative powers and it helped their students more. All right, so this is x negative 2, and this is x to the 4. Why is this negative 2? Because it's in the denominator, okay? All right, so I have to use 8, right? So watch what I do. Okay, so this, I'm going to do 8, and then over here I'm going to do 0, because 8 plus 0 is 8. What's negative 2 times 8? Negative 16, and 4 times 0 is 0. Does this make 2? No. Okay, so my next pair is going to be what? 7 and 1. Negative 2 times 7. Negative 14. 4 times 1. 4. That makes negative 10. Did I hit my target? No. What do I try next? 6 and 2. Negative 2 times 6. Negative 12 and 8. So that gets me to negative 4. Yes? Okay. Then I'm going to do 5 and 3. Negative 2 times 5 is negative 10 plus 12. Do I have a winner? Okay, so this guy here gets a power of 5, and this one here gets a power of 3. The worst is done. Once you can do that, it's done. What's the code? Lyric, what's the code? Don't glitch on this because I know what you're going to, all right.
Okay. 8.
Yay, you didn't glitch. 8, see?
2.
Look up here.
5.
5, okay? All right, and then we have 3 to the 5th and negative 4 to the 3rd. 3 to the 5th, negative 4 to the 3rd. Is everyone okay with that? And we don't care about the variable part because they already told us it was going to be x squared. Okay? So now you made the second biggest hurdle. The worst of the problem's over. Now we're just going to type in my calculator. What's 8C5? I think it's 56. Okay? And then 3 to the 5th is 243. and negative 4 to the third is negative 64. And when I multiply them all together, what do I get? What do I get? When I multiply them all together, what do I get? Negative 870,912. Woo, that's a big number. And I believe we have one problem left, yeah? We made it to the end. Okay, so I can tell you, you've already done one just as complicated as number 8 a couple minutes ago, okay? All right, here we go. Clear the annotation. Okay. All right. What does it mean to be a constant? What's a constant? Like if I have 2x plus 7, which one's a constant? 7. 7 doesn't have a variable. In order not to have a variable, the power has to be 0. So now we need a power of 0. So we have x cubed and we have x negative 1. Yes? Okay. And we're trying to make 0. Yes? All right. So 3 times 12 is 36 minus 0. No. 3 times 11, 33 minus 2. No. 3 times 10 is 30. Are you guys starting to see a pattern? Oh, sorry, minus 1. Sorry. Minus 2. Are you seeing a pattern? Okay, so the next one would be 27 minus 3. And I'm trying to find 0, right? So I want these two numbers to match. What's the next one? 24 and 4. 21 and 5. 18 and 6. 15 and 7. 12 and 8. 9 and 9. Woo! We got a winner. All right. So, this gets a power of 9. This gets a power of? No, what does it get a power of? If this used up 9 of the 12, it gets 3. Okay. Yes. So, no, I lied. This is a 3. This is a 9. Yes. So, this was 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So this is 3 and 9. Cool? So the code is 12C3. What is 12C3? What is 12C3? 220. It is? Okay. It is 220. So we have 220. What is 3 to the third power? 27. Okay? And then it's going to be K, right? Equals 112640 over 27. What can I do? Cancel out the 27s. Whoa, freeze. This is K to the 9th. Stay put, please. This is K to the 9th. Now what do I need to do? What? I need to do 112640 divided by 220 and then take it to the caret 1 over 9 and you're done. Are we good? All right. Please study over the weekend.